man. So now, not only is EJ a phone thief, but he's a poisoner? Hey guys, it's Kristen, and today we are talking about High School Musical, the series, episode 4. In this episode, we are starting to block some more scenes in the show, and of course, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Nini finally finds out that EJ has had her phone this whole time. Consider subscribing if you like my videos, and drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on this episode of High School Musical, the series. Now, we need to start off with the whole EJ storyline, because, you know, this whole time, I feel like he's been making some bad decisions, like snooping on Nini's phone, not trusting her, but at the same time I kept thinking, well, he's a good guy, he's just making bad, dumb decisions, he needs to grow up and learn how to communicate with someone that he supposedly loves. I was thinking Nini was gonna find out that he had her phone, that he listened to her message, and that they were gonna talk it out, maybe argue a little bit, but that ultimately he would be like, yo, I made a huge mistake, and it would be fine. Except, that is not what happened. Instead, we learn that EJ has a history of doing really sketchy things that are essentially the wrong thing but for the right reason, and that he's actually been sort of manipulating things in his relationship with Nini from the very beginning, including helping her get the role of Marion the Librarian in Music Man in the musical that they did over the summer at camp by giving the original lead actress food poisoning. You know, the phone situation is like, ooh, like really not good, bad vibes, but then the fact that he sort of like gave someone food poisoning brings it to a whole nother level. So much so that I could see why Nini is thrown learning all this stuff about EJ. He seems like the kind of person that would literally do anything it takes to get what he wants. We even hear Nini saying, like, if he could poison this other girl, what is he gonna do to me? And I think at this point he's getting desperate because he wants to try to get Nini back. She doesn't want to hear from him, and now he's gonna start going along with Gina's plan, and I think anytime Gina gets involved, it's gonna be drama, but in a way that Gina saves herself and makes the other person look really bad. Hence, the whole phone situation in which she stole Nini's phone and gave it to EJ. Yeah, EJ ran with the rest of it, but Gina has this whole side plot going on that we haven't really dove that far into yet, but she is clearly gonna do whatever it takes to get the role that she wants, whether that means having Nini not trust EJ, having the two of them break up. I think that's really kind of where Gina is focused, is making it really difficult for Nini to work with both EJ and Ricky, so somebody else is gonna have to step in. And later we see that Gina has a plan of her own to get EJ to bring her to homecoming. I don't know exactly what that's gonna lead to, but it's definitely gonna continue to cause more drama. Aside from Nini learning about EJ's betrayal, I would say the other big storyline this episode was about Ricky and his family, and I actually really like following Ricky's story. I feel like there's a depth there. I think it brings another level of emotion to his character. So he finds out this episode that his parents are separating, they're gonna split up, and he is really struggling. I think he's someone that's scared of his emotions. He's also afraid of change, and these are really big changes that are coming into his life. He's not able to get Nini back, his parents are splitting up. What is this gonna mean for him? With all this drama going on, Ricky doesn't really want to go home, he doesn't want to face his parents, and so at first he's gonna stay at Big Red's house, then that doesn't really work out, so he decides he's gonna go stay at Nini's house, and I thought that was kind of strange, and it made me wonder, like, is there more of a background to their characters? The fact that he was gonna stay there, maybe it would have made more sense that Nini and Ricky had grown up together, that they had a deeper history and connection and been friends longer than even just this dating situation. They didn't really dive into anything like that, so then to me it just seemed a little bit weird that he's like, maybe I can stay with my ex. Like, what? But then there was a nice little moment where Nini was like, you know what, we are friends, if you have anything you need to talk about, I'm here for you. And then they have this moment where they almost kiss, and it's like, oh shoot, wait, I thought you guys were just friends. And I think it's just all too overwhelming for Ricky, so he ends up leaving. I do also want to talk about the performances in this episode. They do a little bit of what I've been looking for with Troy and Gabriella, and then Nini has her own song that she wrote. Let's start out with the Troy and Gabriella one. I thought it was kind of really awkward. I guess that was a point to show that EJ and Nini are not getting along. Nini was doing all these really random runs as if she was trying to like stick the runs to him. I also just personally prefer the slower Troy and Gabriella version of that song, so I don't know, the version they were doing was not my favorite. I did love Nini's original song, All I Want though. I thought it was so beautiful, the lyrics and just the way that she sang it, and what makes it even cooler is that Olivia Rodrigo, who plays Nini, actually wrote the song herself. So I think that brings like a whole nother level of talent to this production. The fact that some of these actors are the ones actually contributing to the soundtrack is so cool. I do like that the cast is singing live in the show. I think that that's really cool. And I have to say, I really have liked, I would say, a majority of the original music that they've come out with, so I can't wait to see what new original songs we get in the next episode. So I really enjoyed this episode. I think there was a lot of heart to it. I particularly liked following Nini and Ricky's storylines, and then finding out that EJ is not who we think he is, that he lies about a lot of things, and yeah, it might be for a good reason, but like, is it really? I don't think that you need to give someone food poisoning just to give someone else a role. Honestly, I don't really think I want Nini to get back with EJ. I think that he's just a little bit too intense, but you know, he's going to homecoming with Gina and she's pretty intense too, so maybe the two of them will actually realize that they make a better team together because they're so, I don't want to say ruthless, maybe ambitious, and will both do literally whatever it takes to get what they want. Maybe they are the kind of people that belong together. I am enjoying the story so far, but I still want to see more of them actually staging the High School Musical production or showing some of the other side characters and what they're up to. I think that would be great just to balance it out a little bit more because, yeah, we're focused so much on Nini, EJ, Ricky, and Gina, but like, what about everything else? What about the actual like High School Musical production? If you like this one, you can check out more of my High School Musical, the series reviews right over here, and I will catch you in my next video. See ya!